Good morning, my dear student. I am once again Alok Brave from Abuja Public School, preparing one video for you. Right, this video is based on very small topic that is called infrastructure, because major portion of this chapter is deleted by the CBSE board due to the corona effect. So still there is more chance that CBSE will reduce more syllabus, right, to make the ease to the student. So today we are going to study about the infrastructure, and my dear student, infrastructure means, I will come this side. Infrastructure means developing various types of facilities in the economy to develop the base of the economy or country. What is the infrastructure? Infrastructure means developing various type of facilities. May be related to social, may be related to society, may be related to economic terms, may be economic, right, may be related with the economic purpose, but developing the various type of society, right. This is the criteria of, my dear student, development. So development is most important for the country, right? So, and without developing the infrastructure, a country cannot attain development. So basically, we have to develop first the infrastructure, and infrastructure, when once develops, and it helps further to accelerate economic development of the country, or you can say economic growth. There is a difference between economic growth and economic development, right? Also, economic development is a wide term, so I use here the economic development rather than economic growth. So generally there are two types of infrastructure. We find there are two types of infrastructure. First is social infrastructure. It refers to providing those facilities to public which increases their economic infrastructure. It helps, it means providing those facilities which enable public to increase their standard of living, right, or increases their social life, increases social values, right. So this is called social infrastructure, like you can say education, development of education, development of sewer system, development of school, college, universities, parks, right, or picnic places, or you can say these are the main things we include in the social development. Then economic infrastructure means it refers to development of those services which develop business and other commercial activities. It refers to development of those services which develop, my dear student, business and other commercial activities. These services are very, very important for the development of the country. My dear student, why they are important? Because the economic growth of the country depends on these services. So my dear student, these services are also very important side by side. Social infrastructure, economic infrastructure is also very important. For example, development of banking system, insurance system, development of banking system, insurance system, development of ports, development of roadway system, development of railway system, development of communication and information system. So that is very, very important for us to study, right? So these are the two types of infrastructure in the country available to the people: social and economic infrastructure. The next part comes here, difference between social and economic infrastructure. social infrastructure and economic infrastructure are totally different. So first we can define on the basis of their definition. Definition of both is totally different. One is related with the development of facilities for the public, right, to make their life easy and to raise their standard of living. Then economic infrastructure related with the development of those services which develop commercial and business activities, and these activities are very important because the employment rate depends on these activities, right? So my dear student, so these services should be developed totally. Then objective. The objective of both is different, right? It is related with the public facilities to public, right? Like conveyance facilities, road facilities, organ railway facilities, sewer facilities, drinking water facilities, medical facilities, health facilities, various school, college, university facilities, right? Then, objective of this, economic infrastructure is totally different. Basically, it is related to upliftment of the, commercial activities and business activity, economic activities. Right, and moreover, it will also increase. Employment in the country. Moreover, it will also increase employment in the country. So, this is very important, my dear student. So, then the next difference, facilities. What facilities? You can give the examples here. Quote the example: health facilities, medical facilities, university, college, education facilities, various type of facilities are there. Then you can write an example of, development of roadways in the villages, cities, construction of highways, right, international ports, right, then waterways, ports, right. So these are the commercial information technology, development of information technology, communication, transportation system, banking, insurance sector, warehouses development, right. So these are also very important. So that is called. Then the last is develop. It develops, society. This is the most important thing. In this, it develops the society. But my dear student, it does not develop the society. It provides, employment. Employment and earning facility, economic activities. So it generates economic infrastructure, generates economic activity, where social infrastructure generates various type of facilities to the people of the country. Thus, it raises the standard of living of the country. Then, my dear student, next topic is we have role of infrastructure. The role of infrastructure, my dear student, is related with economic growth. Right. So, economic growth, if we want to have economic growth in the country, then we have to attain, a good infrastructure. Good infrastructure is required to attain the economic growth of the country. Right? Economic growth depends on the development of various type of bank facilities like banking, insurance, warehouses, cold storage, right, transportation system, railway system, waterways, airways, right. So various type of economic system. So next type is contribution to national income. National income contribution, it contributes to the national income. The national income depends on the infrastructure, right? If the infrastructure is highly developed, then per capita income or national income will be large, but otherwise vice versa. So, if you want to increase the contribution to national income of the country's production, then we have to develop the infrastructure. Right? See, next, urbanization. Infrastructure also leads to the urbanization, my dear student. Urbanization is also very important. Urbanization means, my dear student, we have to develop the cities. Right? We have to transform the villages and remote area into cities, right? Towns at least. Right? This is the basic requirement of the role of infrastructure. So infrastructure is needed to modify, to change or to plunge the rural area to urban area. This is most important. Then the standard of living rises. Right. It raises the standard of living of the people also. So that is why it is very, very important for the country. So infrastructure is also responsible for developing the standard of living in the country, my dear student. So this is the most important thing, right? Then the last point is capital formation. Capital formation depends on infrastructure. Capital formation depends on infrastructure. As much as develop the infrastructure, more the capital formation in the country, because people can mobilize their saving. Bank can mobilize the saving of the people, or even people or MNCs or banks can mobilize the savings of people into investment. So when the investment will be more, capital formation will be take place, and when the capital formation will be more, then what happens, my dear student? Development increases. So this is the end of the chapter. This chapter is up to here only, right? So this is a short video, right, my dear student? Tomorrow once again I will come back with the video of last chapter, Sustainable Development of Indian Economy. Chapter 10 video will be uploaded shortly. So all the best to you. I am once again Alok Brave. Thank you for watching my video patiently.